Hey guys, my name is Mutumba Amisi. This is so far my first video that I've made as regarding to learning organic chemistry. And the first part I'm just going to handle here is introduction to organic chemistry and what's really organic chemistry. So this is a part of or a branch of chemistry that deals with the study of organic compounds. And by that, when I say organic compounds, I'm meaning compounds that contains a lot of carbon. And these organic uh, compounds include, we are going to have the hydrocarbons, may include the alcohols, may include the carboxylic acids, may include the carbonyls, compounds, may include the esters, aldehydes, and so on and so forth. However, we're just going to first look at what are hydrocarbons. As the name suggests, uh, these are organic compounds that are consisting of the hydrogen and the carbons only. Uh, this hydrocarbons is a group of compound which is a little bit wide, and it's further subdivided into classes, which sometimes we call families, and we give them a special name as homologous series. So whenever someone talks about the homologous series, is just meaning the family or the class of organic compounds. There are three under the hydrocarbons that we are going to look at. We are going to look at the alkanes, we are going to look at the alkenes, and we are going to look at the alkynes. So each at a time. So the first one we're just going to look at are the alkane compounds. What are the alkane compounds for real? These alkane compounds are hydrocarbons that have got this formula here, which is CnH2n plus 2, where the value of N here stands for the number of carbon atoms. Sometimes may stand with 1 for the case of alkanes, for others may begin with 2, as we shall see in the future. So when it stands with 1, then we can go ahead and use this formula and work out the entire molecular formula for that particular compound. And N is going to stand for the number of carbon atoms that are present in that particular molecule. The alkane compounds are saturated, and when I say they are saturated, it means that they are made up of only single bonds, meaning that they are hardly reacting. And when I say they are hardly reacting, it means that yes, it can react, but there are fewer reactions that can be undergone by these alkane compounds as compared to other hydrocarbons. Then when we come to naming, how can we really name these alkane compounds? We put this one in bracket called nomenclature. So nomenclature refers to the special name given to the process of naming any alkane compounds. And under nomenclature of the alkane compounds, we're just going to look at the steps that really are taken when we are naming. So these ones are named depending on the number of carbon atoms that's really present. For example, we are just going to first break them into two groups. The first group is for those ones having carbon number 1 to carbon number 4. Here they are going to follow, or we are going to use the following prefix. And these prefix are standing for, one is from earth. When it has 2 carbon atoms, we shall call it eth as the prefix, and when it has 3, it will have prop as the prefix, and when it has 4 carbon atoms, then it will have but as the prefix. That one is not a complete name yet, because the complete name is going to have the prefix and it's going to have the suffix as well. So for the carbon atoms ranging from number 5 up to number 10, we are just going to adapt the names of the polygons we all know that the five-sided polygon is called a pentagon. So here, the gon is going to be removed. That is the GON. It's going to be removed, and we just take the first prefix. So we have pent standing for that one having carbon number 5. When we go to carbon number 6, we have hex, and then we go to number 7, we have hept, 8 we have oct, 9 we have non, and 10 we have dec. Those are the prefixes that we are going to use when we are trying to name these alkane compounds. And when it comes to the full name here, we are going to add a suffix. Here the suffix is ane for all alkane compounds. So we are just going to add the ane at the end. So what was made here, we're just going to add ane. And when we add ane, it becomes methane. And if it is eighth, then we still add ane at the end, then we shall get ethane. And for the prop, we shall add ane and becomes propane. And for but, we shall add ane and becomes butane. Then for pent, we are still going to have pentane. For hex, we are still going to have hexane. And for hept, we are going to have heptane. And then oct, we are going to have octane. We have non, that's for nonen. And then dec, we are going to have decane. That is so far what I have shared with you, members, about the introduction of organic chemistry. If you have liked this video, please give me a like. In case you need some more comments about it, you can throw them in the comment section, or you can go ahead and subscribe. There's no problem. And when you subscribe, it goes ahead to help me support this channel for learning chemistry. Thank you very much.